Hello, good evening, everybody. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about blockchain. My name is Franklin Peters. I'll be explaining everything you need to know about blockchain. I'll be giving you a little bit of insights and probably um, encourage you to be part of the ongoing revolution when it comes to technology and uh, AI in the future and what it holds. uh, Coming from the aspect of blockchain. My name is Franklin Peters, once again. All right, so what is blockchain? A lot of people have asked this question over and over again. Um, you know, Sometimes you go online, you might have gone online and you might have searched what blockchain is, and most times you get um, information that is too technical for the layman to understand. And personally, I actually also got this information from the internet. So I'm going to read it and break it down. A blockchain, originally, blockchain is a growing list of records called blocks that are linked using cryptography. It is a decentralized distributed ledger. Each block, like a page of book, has this peculiar information and are linked together using cryptography, secured, secret, like fingerprints, and are called hash that can't be altered. Blockchain is immutable, can't be edited. The records are stored in binary, zeros and ones. So those of you that have heard about, um, binary, it's all about zeros and ones. Of course, for our computer to work today, everything that we see is strings of zeros and ones. But then the computer breaks it down to our understanding. So the blockchain is basically a growing list of records, and I like to describe it like a ledger, a, a ledger where information are kept. But this ledger does not break apart. If you have a ledger and you have filled up a full ledger, you keep it in your shelf and you get a brand new ledger. And over time, you may have 20 different records. But the blockchain doesn't ever get filled up. It continues, and from the very first record that was ever put on the blockchain to the record, the very last record that has been broadcasted to the blockchain, as at this moment, they all belong to one single ledger. So it is easy for you to browse through the record and see whatever that is going on the blockchain. One more thing about the blockchain is that it is distributed, it is decentralized. Everybody can have access to it. Everybody, there's no one single custodian of the blockchain that determines what is recorded on the blockchain or what happens on the blockchain. Everybody can have access to it. And so nobody can really edit the content of the blockchain without taking permission from other people who also have access to it. And I'll leave it at this so I don't confuse you. There are different types of blockchain. We have public blockchain, or we have private blockchain, and then we have the hybrid or consortium blockchain. The public blockchain is a type of blockchain that requires permission, that requires no permission. Everyone has access to it. Examples are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and EOS blockchains. You must have heard about Bitcoin or Ethereum. These blockchains that powers the cryptocurrency Bitcoin and Ether. Of course, you have heard about Bitcoin, but there is a blockchain called Bitcoin as well. So the Bitcoin as a cryptocurrency runs on Bitcoin blockchain, and Ether as a cryptocurrency runs on Ethereum blockchain. EOS runs on EOS blockchain. So these blockchains are public. Anybody can have access to it, and anybody can query it. Anybody can make use of it. And there's no one person that makes decision on the blockchain. It is distributed. So public blockchains are permissionless. This type of blockchain can be used for voting, agriculture, in education, and so on and so forth. We'll get back to that. Private blockchain. A private blockchain is an initiation-only network governed by a single entity that require permission. It allows organizations to employ distributed ledger technology without making data public. Private blockchain are permissioned blockchain examples, Hyperledger, Ripple, and can be used in banks. So if a country like Nigeria, USA, or any other country wants to run a blockchain that they will be in control of, they will have to go for private blockchain. Why would they want to be private and yet run a blockchain? When they are running a blockchain, they are taking advantage of the security, the speed, immutability, and the transparency that the blockchain would offer whatever data they want to record on that blockchain. But then they want it to be private since it is issued or created by the government. The government wants to be in control, not the people. Because the moment it is public, the government is no longer in control. Nobody is in control. So governments would like something that they will still be in full control of in order to remain sovereign. So that is private blockchain. And some of the examples I talked about Hyperledger, Ripple. If you research about Ripple, Ripple is a blockchain network that has been employed by a lot of banks globally, especially internationally, to enable their transactions to be safe, fast, secure, transparent, and it's been there. So take your time and research. And then the third type we have is the hybrid or consortium blockchain. This particular blockchain has the characteristics of both public and private blockchain. So it is both public and private. It is also known as a semi-decentralized blockchain. Consortium blockchain is not granted to a single entity as a private blockchain. Rather, it is granted to a group of approved individuals. Examples, Argo, VeChain, BankChain, Ripple, Voltron, etc. So Ripple comes again on the hybrid blockchain. And I also almost mentioned this before I got to this hybrid. So it's also is a hybrid blockchain, it's both hybrid, right? It's hybrid because it is both public and private, right? So it can be used for e-commerce, healthcare, and insurance. So when it comes to hybrid blockchain, um, a lot of insurance companies have also integrated it, but I'll talk more about it as we move. So characteristics of the blockchain, it is immutable, it is transparent, it is secure, it is fast, it is efficient, and it operates on peer-to-peer network that provides some degree of decentralization. I'll use the instance of what happened some days back when Twitter was hacked, allegedly, and a lot of blue-ticked verified accounts of prominent people in the society were used to request for, or to defraud people. The reason that was possible was that Twitter runs on a central server system. such that every information and detail is stored in a single server, even if they have multiple servers, but it is not decentralized enough to prevent such kind of things from happening. If Twitter was running on a blockchain, that wouldn't have happened. Even if an attacker gains access to the account of one person, it's just one person. It can't affect every other person. But when you're working on a central server system, banks run on a central server system. I'm not talking about the server, the way we think of server. What I mean is that there is a control system where information is kept. When it comes to blockchain, it is disintegrated into different particles, and different persons, you know, um, host or control or have access to those different other parts. So if all the different units do not come in agreement, nothing happens. So if you attack one person and you don't have access to the rest, you've actually not achieved anything. So that's one of the things that the blockchain, one of the characteristics that makes the blockchain very, very interesting. Okay, so there are 5 important applications of the blockchain, which I believe would interest you. Um, the agricultural sector, um, blockchain can ease the tracking of products using supply chain system. Okay, so if Mr. A and Mr. B and Mr. C are farmers, while Mr. X has a mall, he buys apples from the 3 farmers and sells them in his mall. Unfortunately, someone came and bought a pack of apple and the went home during the consuming process, saw a maggot in it, and then told his friends, and if possible, make a post on it. Definitely, Mr. X is going to lose customers. But imagine using blockchain, whereby when the apple seeds were bought, planted, ripe, organic used organic used in growing and harvesting period was recorded by all 3 farmers. It will be very easy to track it because all apples packs has a barcode. If that barcode of the contaminated apple pack is scanned, it will show up everything to when it was bought and put in store by Mr. X. This will help track which of the 3 farmers was delivering a poor product. And it will help farmers to be more careful during production and products for consumption. Essentially, in the agricultural sector, what the blockchain does is to ease to bring about ease in a chain, value chain, or I'd call it in tracking products down to the day that the product was made or introduced into the market. So the agricultural sector has a lot of things to benefit from the blockchain, and there are lots of companies that have already started taking advantage of the blockchain to power their agricultural sector. If you Google that, you would find more regarding that. So in voting during elections, there is always a statement that is brought up every time, which is election was rigged, especially in Nigeria. So what the blockchain would do, without me having to read everything down in order to save time, is transparency, is going to bring about transparency. Actually, if blockchain is implemented in electoral process, election can hold in one day peacefully. People would not have to come out from their homes. They may stay in their house, cast their votes, there will never be an issue or a case of double voting or election rigging. And as the vote is cast, the results would announce itself instantly as the votes are being cast. So there is a Nigerian startup actually that have already started implementing something in this line, and it's something that governments need to adopt. Uh, Another thing is originality of contents. Stealing of contents from original owners is on its peak already. This is done forcefully by suppression using money. All right. Money.yg rather is a website. You can actually go there and check it out. Uh, Blockchain is immutable. When you make a post and it is embedded on the blockchain, or maybe sing a song, of which there are a couple of projects that have taken advantage of the blockchain to create an environment where musicians can thrive with their intellectual property without being copied, and they keep earning dividends for their efforts for years without any duplication of their products. Okay, so or create any content. There are several blogging sites on blockchain that can't be manipulated. Your data is safe, and you can use that for court cases if in case someone comes to steal your content. Example, if you have an issue with anybody, and the person says, oh, I came up with this content first, and you say you came up with the same content first, without the blockchain, it may be difficult for us to ascertain who actually came up with who was the first person to come up with that very content. But with the blockchain, every activity is time stamped and cannot be edited. If we decide to use conventional methods, we may end up shooting ourselves in the leg because anybody can claim anything or create anything or edit any information anywhere that it has been posted before. But when it comes to the blockchain, it cannot be edited. And so it helps people, publishers, musicians, people with intellectual property to um, safeguard their products. And it can actually be used, in legal processes. Money transaction. The blockchain has come to make our transaction more secure, faster, low fees, and efficient via the use of cryptocurrencies. With this, we become our own banks and our own governments. We can receive money from anywhere in the world without, the need for a middle trusted party. So the first thing people hear or think when they see the word or hear about blockchain is cryptocurrencies. Actually, when you mention blockchain to some people, they hear Bitcoin, they hear cryptocurrency, they hear Ethereum, and so on and so forth. But the truth is that money transactions, which is the cryptocurrency aspect of blockchain, is just one part of the blockchain. The blockchain has a whole lot when it comes to features. So cryptocurrency is the one that has really gone viral and everybody's talking about it, Bitcoin and the rest. But blockchain is distinct from Bitcoin. Actually, every cryptocurrency like Bitcoin is powered by its own blockchain. So in this uh, session, we are talking about blockchain, which is the technology uh, that powers these cryptocurrencies. You can call it um, distributed ledger system or distributed ledger technology. In other opportunity, if I have an opportunity to make another presentation, I would break down some of these things. The blockchain can also help in wills and change of ownership. There are serious issues concerning this particular aspect, either by a lawyer forming an alliance with the third party to take what is rightfully theirs, what isn't rightfully theirs, Blockchain is here to solve it, make a will and save it on the blockchain. It will be transparent, time-stamped, and be rest assured that the will is going to be to the rightful person, even though you pass on. Same thing is applicable to change of ownership of any product if it is embedded on the blockchain. Actually, on the cryptocurrency aspect, I used to make this instance. The reason why people leave developing countries like Nigeria to travel to other places in search of greener pasture is the fact that the same effort you put, or even less effort, even if you put less effort in developing in whatever you are doing in developed countries, you gain more because the discrepancies or the uh, difference in currency exchange rates based on the strength of the economy of those developed countries, makes a lot of sense more than what is obtainable in developing countries like Nigeria. In Nigeria, people work hard really well. People really work hard. Some people work day in, day out, and they earn in a whole year what someone that puts in less effort would earn in just a month in developed countries. But the blockchain, in the aspect of cryptocurrency, has helped a lot of Nigerian youths and African youths in general to earn in the same slate with other people around the world. So people in Nigeria could actually receive their salaries in dollars, even though they are working from Nigeria. People can actually work for foreign companies in Nigeria without even owning a domiciliary bank account. They work, they earn money, and they are paid with dollar-backed cryptocurrencies. So there are lots of things to explore. And I'm going to come back on the cryptocurrency aspect as we proceed. Now, BitFXT and Boundless Pay, a case study. BFX Technology is a tech company that focuses on building blockchain-powered products. Simply put, currently the two major products of BitFXT are BitFXT Exchange and Boundless Pay. BitFXT Exchange is a digital asset marketplace, also simply put, and Boundless Pay is a fintech-like solution that unites both fiat users and crypto users in a seamless actually, that was an error, manner. Uh, why do we actually choose blockchain to, power our products? It provides us speed, decentralization, transparency, and security. I'm going to go back one step backwards to talk about our exchange, about BitFXC. BitFXC is a tech company, once again, that focuses on building blockchain-powered products. We understand that the future is technology. We understand that the future is AI, robotics, and artificial intelligence would not fuse in well with traditional environments. Robotics would not fuse in well with our uh, traditional environment. How do I mean? When a robot is created, it understands ones and zeros. AIs understand ones and zeros. They wouldn't understand fiat. And I wouldn't go too deep on this, but the idea is that if the future is tech, then the future of money is tech too. And if it is going to be tech, then it's going to be powered by a blockchain because it is the only proven technology that can power money transparently. If you do your research, you will find out more on this. So our company, BFX Technology, has taken it upon herself to research, develop, and deploy products that are going to be powered or are powered by such emerging technologies as blockchain, artificial intelligence, and big data, things related to that. And so we focus on tokenizing assets, government bonds, property, uh, currency, shares, and so on and so forth. Recently, we have been able to, tokenize a company's share. Initially, you will have to depend on, the country where the company resides to issue a certificate of incorporation, which would allow you to own shares. You have limitations on that. It's difficult to attract international investors or attract people globally to make use of your products if it is 100% based on the traditional system of that country. But with cryptocurrencies and blockchain, we've been able to unite both the foreign people in diaspora and people within Nigeria in one single platform where they are able to access finance, they're able to trade, they're able to send money, especially making use of boundless pay, just like the name sounds, boundless payments, globally without any hitches and without really going through the whole banking processes. And they do this in a safe and secure environment. So while BitFX is a digital exchange or digital assets marketplace where you can trade tokenized assets such as shares, you can actually tokenize your shares and tokenize your property. So it's a place where it can be traded. Boundless Pay is a fintech solution that has brought down everything that the blockchain has to offer to the people, whereby you can pay for your utility bills from anywhere around the world using tokenized finance like cryptocurrency. You can recharge your phone, you can pay for your electricity bill, you can pay for your television subscription, you can pay for school fees. We're essentially trying to build what Quick Teller has built for the fiat market. We are trying to leverage on the blockchain to make it decentralized global platform where anybody anywhere around the world can have access to payment of utilities and send them money across borders without any hindrances. We're actually partnering with a couple of third-party service providers to give us credence and to provide us the landing, safe landing, in order to provide seamless services to people who are already used to the traditional markets. So you can easily onboard our platform in Boundless Pay. You can easily fund it with your fiat currency. We are going to be incorporating like Ghana cedis, other African currencies and foreign currencies, so that you can fund your account and do anything you want to do. If you want to make use of fiats, and then those who are making use of cryptocurrencies can as well fund their accounts and pay for whatever they want to pay for using those cryptocurrencies. Essentially, Boundless Pay is going to have a bank account for anybody that registers a Boundless Pay and cryptocurrency wallets for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, Boundless Coin. We have our own coin. It's called BPay. is pegged by stable cryptocurrencies such as USDT and the rest. So you will have your own wallets once you register, and with that wallet you can send, receive, and make payments for any service on the platform. The platform Boundless Pay also has an ATM card that helps you to spend your digital assets from anywhere around the world through point of sale services and ATM machines. Uh, so why we chose blockchain to power our products, like I said, because we're interested in speed. Imagine you want to move money from Nigeria to US and you go through the bank. It is beautiful, but it may take time and you may be limited on the transactions you want to do legitimately. In Boundless Pay and in BitFX, we are highly compliant and we are interested in working with regulators. We're interested in working with banks as partners. We have not come to abolish or say that other processes are bad. We have come to use our technology or the blockchain as a technology and our insight to the blockchain to enhance and improve and provide a solution that improves the way those things are done. So in partnership with banks or financial institutions, these funds can be moved through blockchain. I may not be able to explain everything technically, but we are able to help people move money in a very fast and secure manner. So a situation where it would have taken you 48 hours or 24 hours for your funds to clear, we can handle it for you within the same day, and your funds will be cleared in any country using Boundless Pay. This can only be powered by the blockchain. We're also taking advantage of the decentralization aspect. Our platform, everybody and anybody can run a node and have access to what we are doing. We're also taking advantage of transparency of the platform to provide a transparent. We are taking advantage of the blockchain to provide a transparent platform for our users. And then blockchain is highly secure. You can never talk about a blockchain being hacked. There could be attacks, but it's over time has not been successful. And we keep improving on what we have as we follow industry best practices. So in this short session, I've been able to give an overview of blockchain. I've talked about the applications of the blockchain, of which I know that one of the applications I have mentioned somehow relates to what you are currently doing or what you are interested in. So you can take out your time to research more, and you can always reach out to me and would talk about it. And then I also talked about BitFX, which is our company. I'm the CEO of BitFX Technology. And I've also talked about blockchain, one of our products, which you definitely need. It's very essential. You need it. And I've also talked about the reason why we chose the blockchain. I really thank you for giving your time to listening to this and attending to this session. I want you to remember that you ensure you take actions from what you have learned today. By doing so, you become one of the enlightened boxes. Till we all win, we all work in progress. Thank you so much, and do have a wonderful day ahead.